He wasn't born into global superstardom, yet there was always something unmistakable about him. A mind wired for music, a tone grounded in raw honesty, and a presence that didn't demand attention but commanded it anyway. SUGA didn't simply debut as another idol in a crowded industry. He built an identity of his own, transforming underground ambition into one of the most respected creative forces in modern music. You're watching Celebrity Fandom. If you're into deep dives on star journeys, lifestyles, and the real stories behind the spotlight, hit subscribe now and stay tuned for more. SUGA was born as Min Yoongi on March 9, 1993, in Daegu, South Korea. Long before global tours and chart records, he was a teenager immersed in music production, writing lyrics and composing beats in a small studio environment. Music wasn't just passion. It was survival, expression, and identity. Coming from a modest background, he worked part-time jobs to support his craft, often balancing financial struggle with relentless creative drive. His early journey was far from easy. Before debut, he faced resistance from family, financial hardship, and even a serious shoulder injury from an accident while working a delivery job. Yet none of it shifted his focus. In 2010, he joined Big Hit Entertainment as a trainee, not just as a performer, but as a producer determined to shape his own sound. The training years were intense. Unlike many idols, SUGA's foundation was rooted in underground hip-hop, which gave him a distinct artistic perspective. He honed his rap delivery, production skills, and songwriting, preparing for a debut that would eventually redefine global music dynamics. In 2013, he debuted as a lead rapper and producer of BTS. What began as a relatively unknown group quickly evolved into a worldwide phenomenon. SUGA's sharp lyricism and introspective writing became core elements of BTS's identity, tackling themes like mental health, societal pressure, ambition, and self-worth. As BTS expanded globally, breaking records, topping charts, and selling out stadiums, SUGA remained a central creative force behind the scenes. He contributed extensively to songwriting and production, shaping the group's evolving sound across multiple albums. His ability to blend raw emotion with technical precision set him apart not only as an idol, but as a musician in the purest sense. Beyond group success, he explored a more personal narrative through his alter ego August D. His solo mixtapes, including August D and D2, revealed a darker, more unfiltered side of his artistry. Tracks like Daechwita combine traditional Korean elements with modern hip-hop, showcasing both cultural depth and experimental vision. In 2023, he released his official solo album D-Day, completing a trilogy that reflected his personal and artistic evolution. The project received global acclaim, further proving his ability to stand independently while maintaining authenticity. Offstage, SUGA's personality contrasts sharply with typical celebrity expectations. Known for his reserved and introspective nature, he values privacy, creative control, and meaningful work over constant visibility. His lifestyle reflects discipline, long studio hours, and a focus on production rather than performance alone. Financially, his success extends far beyond idol activities. With earnings from global tours, album production credits, songwriting royalties, and brand collaborations, his net worth reflects a career built on both artistry and strategy. As part of BTS, one of the highest-earning music groups in the world, his financial standing continues to grow steadily. What sets SUGA apart is authenticity. In an industry often driven by image, he prioritizes truth. His lyrics openly address depression, anxiety, and personal struggle, creating a connection with listeners that goes beyond entertainment. He doesn't just perform music, he communicates through it. As of 2026, SUGA stands not only as a global K-pop star, but as a producer, songwriter, and artist whose influence reaches far beyond genre boundaries. His journey from a small studio in Daegu to international stages reflects resilience, honesty, and an unwavering commitment to music. That wraps up today's feature. If you enjoyed this content, like the video and subscribe to Celebrity Fandom for more in-depth celebrity stories. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one. She wasn't born into global superstardom, yet there was always something quietly captivating about her. A beauty that felt classic yet fresh, a demeanor so calm yet undeniably luminous that cameras seemed to find her effortlessly. Jisoo didn't simply debut as another face in a competitive industry. She cultivated an aura of elegance and steady confidence, transforming patience and perseverance into one of the most recognizable visuals of her generation. You're watching Celebrity Fandom. If you're into deep dives on star journeys, lifestyles, and the real stories behind the spotlight, hit subscribe now and stay tuned for more. Jisoo was born Kim Jisoo on January 3rd, 1995, in South Korea. Long before world tours and global campaigns, she was known for her bright personality and artistic curiosity. As a student, she gravitated toward performance, participating in school activities and nurturing a quiet interest in entertainment. In 2011, she joined YG Entertainment as a trainee, stepping into a system known for discipline, competition, and relentless evaluation. Her trainee years shaped her resilience. Under YG's demanding structure, she trained in vocals, dance, acting, and stage presence. While progress was gradual, she developed composure and emotional control, qualities that would later define her public image. In 2016, she officially debuted as the lead vocalist and visual of BLACKPINK alongside Jennie, Rose, and Lisa. Their debut immediately captured attention, and the group quickly rose to international prominence. Jisoo's voice brought balance to BLACKPINK's dynamic sound. Clear and steady, her tone added warmth to high-energy tracks and emotional depth to softer moments. On stage, her presence was refined rather than overpowering, commanding attention through subtle confidence instead of intensity. As BLACKPINK expanded into global markets, topping charts, and headlining stadium tours, Jisoo stood as a pillar of stability within the group's explosive rise. In 2023, she opened a new chapter with her solo debut single album Me. The lead track, Flower, showcased a more minimal and sophisticated concept, emphasizing grace over spectacle. The release achieved strong commercial success, reinforcing her individual influence beyond group activities. Through controlled choreography and expressive visuals, she presented a persona rooted in quiet power. Beyond music, Jisoo expanded into acting. In 2021, she took on a leading role in the television drama Snowdrop, marking her official entry into scripted performance. The project introduced her to new audiences and highlighted her ability to convey layered emotion on screen. Balancing both idol and actress identities, she demonstrated versatility within South Korea's entertainment industry. Her fashion presence reflects timeless sophistication. Frequently attending global fashion events, she has become closely associated with Dior, representing the brand in both beauty and couture campaigns. Her classic features and poised demeanor align seamlessly with luxury aesthetics, positioning her as a prominent ambassador on international platforms. Offstage, Jisoo is often described as warm, humorous, and grounded. She maintains a composed public image while occasionally revealing playful moments with her members. Rather than cultivating extravagance, her lifestyle emphasizes balance, steady work ethic, and long-term growth. Financially, her success spans album sales, global tours, acting projects, and high-profile endorsements. As part of BLACKPINK, one of the highest-earning girl groups worldwide, her estimated net worth reflects sustained international demand and strategic brand positioning. What distinguishes Jisoo is her steadiness. In an industry driven by speed and spectacle, she embodies patience and refinement. She does not rush transformation. She evolves deliberately, allowing each phase of her career to unfold with intention. As of 2026, Jisoo stands as more than a K-pop idol. She represents composure in motion, a performer who balances music, acting, and fashion with controlled grace. From trainee days to global recognition, her journey reflects quiet determination and enduring elegance. That wraps up today's feature. If you enjoyed this content, Like the video and subscribe to Celebrity Fandom for more in-depth celebrity stories. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.